Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Let's Get Loud podcast today it is Friday, so it's a solo podcast episode, which are quickly turning into my absolute favorites. And I love getting messages from you guys saying, listen to the podcast, really enjoyed it. So keep them coming. You can even tell me if you didn't enjoy it. And I always am looking for ideas to discuss. I actually love podcast as a form of it's not social media, but a form of just sharing my thoughts because it's a bit of a more of a long form and I have some time to work through it. Okay, so what's going on with Alicia? You didn't ask. First of all, I think it's hilarious that I am, if you're watching this on YouTube, in my pajamas, because I have set a goal for myself to get dressed a little bit more often. So as you guys know, I work from home. And sometimes it's just, I move my body every day. And I find it's really easy, just get in the routine of waking up, putting on my Lulu, working, and then, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I have so many beautiful clothes sitting in my closet that I'm not wearing. And what's so interesting is I find that when I put real clothes on, I'm like, well, I might as well like throw on a splash of makeup. And then it's like, oh, I might as well talk a bit more on Instagram because I actually look presentable. So I really think that it gives me access to success, which is something we talk about often in our weight loss journey, which is not what this podcast is about. But obviously, being more consistent on social media is not necessarily impacted directly by me getting dressed, but maybe it is. Anyway, but I am in my pajamas basically because of that goal, because I wanted to record this podcast so fresh for you guys. I wanted it fresh. Like as soon as I am done recording this, I'm going to put it out there into the world. So this is recorded on the day it is released. So I wanted it fresh for you guys. And I didn't want to take the time to get ready. I wanted to record my podcast, get it out into the world, and then I'll take some time to get ready, put a cute little sweater on and a splash of blush. So here we are. Okay, so that's that. Then how is everything else going? So I don't know if you guys have been kind of following along my journey, but I was really open with you guys about having a little bit of a moment. I've had several of these moments in my life, but right before Banff, I went away for a beauty counter trip. And right before Banff, I was working a lot. And then I went to Banff and then I came home and got COVID. And I was sick, and it just gave me some real perspective and the quality of my life. And there had been this nagging feeling for a while that I need to implement some changes and find a way to have a better work-life balance. And so I really came home and I really put my head down and I really just said, okay, there's a few things you're going to do. And with that, with that busy period and with me getting sick and being away, I also kind of disconnected from my own personal development goals. So I'm giving myself time to get back into it. I set a few, I don't know, I have so many pieces of paper here. I have, my tracker, and I had set a goal for myself to track certain behaviors to just get myself back reconnected to the person that I want to be. That was my only goal until November 1st. And then November 1st, I'm going to reevaluate and I'm going to decide how I want to finish the year. And as much as it's so tempting to be like, well, mine as well, wait till January. Absolutely not. Like there's 2 months left. That's a sixth of the year. So I'm not like I'm going to think about how do I want to finish 2023, which is really exciting to me. I love that. So I'm going to give myself some time to really think about that. And what I have been doing as well, and of course, I'm going to keep you guys updated on all the things, is on my walks, I do my best thinking, and I'm starting to flirt with some ideas for 2023 or 2024. And just really how I want to show up and kind of setting some bigger goals for myself. So some goals that I've never been able to really create, some behaviors I've never been able to make into a habit. And bigger things that feel overwhelming. And that's why I'm kind of looking at it from a glance for a year, because it makes it seem so much more doable and so much more tangible. So I'm giving myself time and grace and just flirting. I came home from my walk last night and I wrote down absolutely everything that was in my brain. And it was honestly so beautiful. I cannot recommend enough moving your body and moving your body outside. But I gave myself time to think about, like, what do I want? who do I want to be? How do I want to show up in my relationship as an employer, employee, and my health journey, in my wellness journey, in my fitness journey? Those are all different things. My, cleaning up some of the toxins in my home. Like, where do I want to go with this? So I'm really, like I said, I'm really excited, and I will share that with you guys. Wow. So basically, I'm not telling you anything. I'm just telling you that things are brewing in my brain. And I think it's a great time for you to be doing the same thing. Both sections of brewing. How do you want to finish 2023? There's 2 months. 2 months. We can make impact in 2 months. How do you want to finish 2023? And then start flirting with some amazing fun goals for 2024. Okay, so today's podcast, though, is about mindset blockers. So Jose and I are doing a really fun 30-day mindset blocker program. So it is included. If you are a current member, it's included in your membership. If you are not a member, it's $41. So $41 for 30 days. You get access to a private Facebook group until December 15th. So we'll give you some time. There's going to be 14 coaching sessions. So there'll be a coaching session every second day. And we are going to be going through the most common mindset blockers, creating awareness around them, talking them through, and then giving you actual tangible interventions, strategies to unblock. So first of all, what the heck is a mindset blocker? A mindset blocker is the way that you think is stopping a goal that you, or success, or is stopping you from achieving something. The way you think, a mindset blocker is when the way that you think is what's stopping you from achieving something. Okay. So the way you think is everything. So I wanted to share with you 2 of my personal mindset blockers that I was struggling with right before I joined Your Way Weight Loss, actually. Number 1, it's not the right time. Newsflash, everyone. It will never be the right time. And if it is the right time, it's only going to last for a couple hours, maybe even a couple of days. So I'll give you an example. Like, everyone's like, okay, well, now is not the right time to start a weight loss or a wellness journey. Right now is not the time to start a wellness journey because, well, it's almost the holidays. And it's like, the holidays will come next year. So when you're on your wellness journey next year, what will you do? Because any journey that you embark on, it should be one that you actually want to do long term. So the whole it's not the right time thing, I had an aha moment. It was in October of 2016. And it wasn't until January of 2017, or maybe I'm 1 year behind. I think it was 2015. The girls were 1. Yes. 2015, October 2015. This time, 8 years ago. Oh my God. The girls were 1, Alfie was 3. I had an event. Getting dressed was torturous. And I ended up wearing an outfit to that event that didn't even like match the vibe of the event, but it just was like the only thing that I could stand having on my body. And at that moment, I knew that I needed to make a change, but it took me 2 months because it wasn't the right time. And why I'm sharing this experience with you guys is I don't want you to wait anymore. There's never going to be the most perfect time. There's always going to be obstacles. Now, and also, here's the thing. How many times do I say here's the thing in a podcast? We are going to teach you how to be on your wellness journey while it's not the right time. When we think it's not the right time, we are getting mixed up wellness journey and being on a diet. Do you know what? You're right. The holidays, not the right time to be on a diet. When you're on vacation, when it's summer, when you're busy, when your kid's sick, not the right time to be on a diet. You're right. Please do not get mixed up being on a wellness journey and being on a diet, because it is always the right time to be on your wellness journey, to be prioritizing your health. If you do not have your health, you have nothing. If you do not have your health, you have nothing. So even when you are busy at work, you're moving, you're on vacation. Wellness, if you're on a wellness journey, it can exist with those things. Now it's going to look a lot different than when you're on a diet. That's good. We want it to look that way. So if you've been listening, you've been creeping, you've been watching, and you're like, oh, I say that to myself all the time. It's not the right time because it's not the right time because. Also, I used to be that person, you guys. I would wait until Monday, the perfect Monday where I didn't have anything social planned for the next 2 weeks. That's when I would choose to start my diet. And I did that for 10 years before I finally made a sustainable change, a change that could be implemented even when it wasn't the right time. That is the beauty of this program. Okay. So if that connected with you guys, if you're like, oh gosh, that's me, I think that way. I've heard myself think that way. The Mindset Blocker program is crucial for you. Imagine opening up your eyes and opening up the doors to all the things that are possible after taking this 30-day mindset program. You will feel like Beyonce walking down the street with fire everywhere. That is the goal after this Mindset Blocker program. You were like, I can do this. I am capable. This is possible, even in November, even in December, even in March, all of the times of the year. Okay. So it was a massive mindset blocker for me, is me thinking it wasn't the right time. Number 2 mindset blocker for me was that I loved eating and drinking. And I really did not believe that I could coexist eating and drinking and weight loss. And now here, why is that such a big problem? I was not willing to give up my social life in order to create weight loss. And so if I did not believe that that was possible, I'm not even going to start. For example, okay, I had this moment in Tim Hortons after we had recorded the documentary. Okay, I'm in line, and it was actually the day of the premiere, and Jose and I decided we were going to eat Tim Hortons that day. So we bought a bunch of donuts. We were bringing them to the green room in the premiere, and I could see this guy looking me up and down. Okay, and he was like, "You're not going to eat all those donuts." He was almost like, "You're too thin to eat donuts." That's what he thought in his brain. Okay, I've decided that for him, but I could tell with his eyes that's what he was thinking. And I said, well, sir, I actually just finished eating only Tim Hortons for 28 days, and I lost 7 pounds. I ate a total of 56 donuts in that month and lost 7 pounds. And I can literally see his wheels turning. And then he pats his belly. He's like a construction worker dude. And he's like, yeah, like I need to lose some. And then he goes up to the cash and he orders like 2 honey crullers and a large triple. Okay. And I just like knew it was like a good opportunity. And I said to him, do you know that you don't have to give up your honey cruller and your large triple in order to create weight loss? And he's like, tell me everything. And I said, what if you just had 1 honey cruller? Or what if you had, instead of having 1 honey cruller, you had 1 muffin? What if instead of a triple, you had a double? And you could see that he was kind of just, his wheels were turning. And I was just like, listen, weight loss does not have to be chicken and broccoli. And I left. And I thought about how for that man who verbalized to me that he wanted weight loss for himself, for 100% sure, one of the key problems to his weight loss journey is the mindset blocker of, I need to give up my favorite foods, or weight loss needs to look like. That was the most important thing for me to tell him before he starts a weight loss journey, before he starts a wellness journey. This message is something that I'm so passionate about because I see so many people thinking that weight loss is not accessible to them based on their current perception of what weight loss needs to look like. And the Mindset Blocker program is going to be the building blocks to you starting to believe it is possible for you and that you can break down all of those barriers and do this. Okay, everyone, I feel like that was long enough. I'm going to go put on a cozy sweater and some blush, get myself put together here. I have such a fun Friday, actually. I have 2 fun work tasks to work on. Obviously, not all. I love what I do. Not every one of my tasks is favorite, but I have 2 really fun tasks. And then I'm going to put aside some time to fold my laundry, which I know you're like, wow, Alicia, fun Friday. But just, I don't want to say having the time, you guys, but me prioritizing a little bit more, being more present and being more put together around the home and not working as much is amazing. One other thing I should tell you guys is I'm back to waking up early. So I woke up at 5 a.m. every single day this week. I don't want to say it's life-changing, but it's life-changing. It's just giving me that time. And I had gotten out of the habit of it, and I am back in fighting form. Absolutely love getting up 2 hours before my family. It is giving me time to breathe, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to fold my laundry, which is also so very exciting. Here's what I love. I love going into the weekend with a little like organized, like the laundry's done, the kitchen. I've been doing this thing where I live off scraps. Do you guys ever do that? Just like to like really clean out your fridge, freezer, pantry. So the last couple of days, I've been like really just like scraping food for the children and Neil and myself. And so I've put in a grocery order, and I'm going to take, because my fridge is so empty, it's the perfect time to take everything out of my fridge and clean my fridge. So that's like my Fridays, like fun work tasks, going for a really nice walk, and folding laundry and cleaning my fridge. And believe it or not, that is my idea of a really good day on a Friday. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Have an amazing weekend. I appreciate you listening. Oh, if you want to join the Mindset Blocker program, I am going to put the link in this in the show notes of this podcast, so it's easy for you to access. Bye, guys.